So picture this. Morocco gets its independence in 1956. Suddenly there's this massive question hanging in the air. Who are we, now that we're in charge? It's kind of like when you finally move out of your parents' house and realize you have to decide what's for dinner every single night. For a long time, the stories shown on screen were from somewhere else, usually France or Egypt. Moroccan filmmakers stepped up and said, "Hold on, we've got stories to tell, right here." They wanted to create a cinema that wasn't just entertainment, but a mirror reflecting the soul of a newly freed nation, with all its complexities, its hopes, and its deep-rooted traditions. This wasn't just about making movies. It was about building a cultural identity from the ground up, one frame at a time. This new wave of filmmakers didn't just want to copy Hollywood. No, they were on a mission. They started exploring what it meant to be Moroccan in this new era. The first films were raw, they were real, and they were deeply personal. They tackled themes of identity, the clash between old ways and new ideas, and the search for a place in a rapidly changing world. It was a cinematic revolution, a powerful declaration that Moroccan stories mattered and deserved to be seen. These directors were pioneers, navigating a landscape with limited resources but unlimited passion, determined to give their people a voice they could recognize as their own. It was a brave and necessary step. Let's talk about the big guns, the foundational films that everyone points to. First up is Wekma, or Traces, from 1970. This film was a game changer. Directed by Hamid Benani, it's a dark, symbolic story about a rebellious young man struggling against a repressive society. It was arty, it was complex, and it screamed, "We're not just making simple stories anymore." Then came Ahmed El Manouni's Aliam, Oh the Days, in 1978. A beautiful but heartbreaking look at a young farmer who dreams of leaving his village for a better life in Europe. It was so powerful, it became the first Moroccan film ever selected for the Cannes Film Festival. These weren't just movies, they were national conversations. And you can't talk about this era without mentioning trances. Oh man, trances. This 1981 documentary, also by El Manouni, followed the iconic Moroccan band Nas El Ghiwani. These guys were like the Rolling Stones of North Africa, but with more social commentary. Their music was the soundtrack of a generation, mixing traditional Nawa rhythms with lyrics about social justice and the struggles of everyday people. The film captured their electrifying energy perfectly. Martin Scorsese loved it so much he helped restore it. These films set the stage, proving that Moroccan cinema could be poetic, political, and profoundly human all at once. Fast forward to the 21st century. The camera moves from the countryside and into the bustling, chaotic, and vibrant cities. It's a whole new Morocco. The focus shifts to the youth, the generation grappling with globalization, unemployment, and the gap between their dreams and their reality. Suddenly, Moroccan cinema is filled with the sights and sounds of city life, the crowded streets of Casablanca, the energy of Marrakesh. These films weren't afraid to get their hands dirty and show the grittier side of urban existence. It was like cinema grew up alongside the country, trading pastoral landscapes for concrete jungles and ancient proverbs for modern slang. Take a film like Prince of the Streets or Moul Luxor from 2009. It's a story about a young boy living on the streets trying to survive in a world that seems to have forgotten him. It's tough, it's honest, and it gives a face to the countless kids navigating poverty in Morocco's big cities. Then you have Maroc from 2005 by Leila Maraki, which was a cultural explosion. It's about a young Muslim girl in Casablanca who falls in love with a Jewish boy. The film dives headfirst into the lives of wealthy teens, parties, fast cars, and forbidden romance. It sparked a massive debate in the country about religion, freedom, and modern love, which is exactly what great art is supposed to do. And then there's Casa Negra from 2008, a film that became an absolute phenomenon. Directed by Noor Eddine Lakhmari, it's a stylish, gritty, black and white look at two friends in Casablanca who are stuck in dead-end jobs and dream of making it big. The dialogue is sharp, funny, and full of the city's street slang, which made it feel incredibly authentic to Moroccan audiences. It captured the frustration and the dark humor of a generation feeling trapped. People flocked to see it because they saw themselves, their friends, and their city on screen in a way they never had before. It was raw, it was cool, and it was unapologetically Moroccan. These films resonated so deeply because they were telling real stories. They weren't sanitized or polished for international consumption, they were made for Moroccans, first and foremost. They captured the anxieties, the language, and the spirit of the urban youth. And what happened? The world started paying attention. International audiences were drawn to the authenticity and the universal themes of struggle, ambition, and the search for identity. These movies proved that a story rooted in the specific reality of Casablanca could speak to anyone, anywhere, who has ever felt like an outsider in their own life. In recent years, Moroccan cinema has leveled up again, moving from national conversations to the global stage and collecting some serious hardware along the way. We're talking major international film festival awards. These aren't just good Moroccan films. They are great films, period. Directors are now tackling incredibly complex subjects with a confidence and artistic flair that is impossible to ignore. They are blending local narratives with universal human experiences, creating powerful works that challenge viewers both at home and abroad. This new generation of filmmakers is not just telling stories. They are crafting cinematic masterpieces that demand the world's attention. Let's look at Horses of God from 2012 by Nabil Ayouch. This film is intense. It follows the lives of two brothers growing up in a Casablanca slum who are eventually radicalized and become suicide bombers. It's based on the real 2003 Casablanca bombings. The film doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, it forces you to look at the poverty, desperation, and social neglect that can create such monsters. It's a brave, gut-wrenching piece of cinema that was Morocco's official entry for the Academy Awards. It showed the world that Moroccan filmmakers were willing to confront the darkest parts of their recent history with nuance and profound empathy. Then you have a film that touched hearts everywhere, The Blue Kaftan from 2022 by Mariam Touzani. This movie is just beautiful. It's a quiet, tender story about a closeted gay tailor, his loving wife who knows his secret, and the handsome young apprentice who enters their lives. It's a delicate exploration of love in its many forms, tradition, and unspoken truths, all set within the intimate world of a traditional kaftan shop. The film received a standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival and won numerous awards. It's a perfect example of how Moroccan cinema can tell a profoundly local story, rooted in a specific craft and culture, that resonates with universal themes of love, loss, and acceptance. And you can't miss The Mother of All Lies from 2023 by Asma Al-Mudir. This one is completely unique. The director literally builds a miniature model of her childhood neighborhood in Casablanca to investigate a dark family secret and a forgotten moment in Moroccan history, the 1981 bread riots. It's part documentary, part art project, and part therapy session. The film is incredibly creative in how it reconstructs memory and confronts historical trauma. It won the Best Director prize in the UN Certain Regards section at Cannes, signaling a bold new direction for Moroccan non-fiction filmmaking. These films are pushing boundaries and proving Moroccan cinema is one of the most exciting in the world right now. So, what do you get when you put all of this together? You get a national cinema that is incredibly rich and dynamic, a beautiful blend of old and new. Moroccan filmmakers are masters at weaving the threads of their ancient culture, the traditions, the spirituality, the intricate artistry, with the pressing issues of modern life. It's a cinema that can look back at its history with a critical eye while looking forward with fearless creativity. These stories are not just set in Morocco, they are of Morocco, imbued with the nation's unique character, its contradictions, and its enduring spirit. This ability to be both deeply specific and universally relatable is the secret sauce. This cinematic journey has had a massive impact on the country's culture. For generations, Moroccans are seeing their lives, their cities, and their struggles reflected on the big screen with honesty and artistry. It creates a powerful sense of validation and shared experience. When a film like Casanegra has everyone quoting its lines, or when The Blue Kaftan sparks discussions about love and tradition in households across the country, it shows that cinema is more than just entertainment. It's a vital part of the national dialogue, a space where society can examine itself, celebrate its triumphs, and confront its challenges. This cultural impact also builds a tremendous sense of national pride. Seeing a Moroccan film receive a standing ovation at Cannes or win awards at festivals from Berlin to Toronto is a victory for the entire country. It's a powerful statement that says, our stories are worthy, our artists are world-class. It inspires a new generation of writers, directors, and actors to dream big and to believe in the power of their own voices. This global recognition helps shift the narrative about Morocco, showcasing it not just as a tourist destination but as a hub of creativity and profound artistic expression. In the end, Moroccan cinema is a vibrant, living tapestry that continues to evolve. From the post-independence pioneers who first dared to put a Moroccan reality on film, to the urban storytellers who captured the pulse of the city, to the modern masters earning global acclaim, the mission remains the same: to tell authentic Moroccan stories. This legacy is not just about the films themselves, but about the conversations they start, the perspectives they change, and the pride they instill. It's a cinema that honors its roots, while bravely forging its own path forward, ensuring that the world keeps watching.